Does searching for a job have you fried, burnt out, maybe feeling fatigued? It's often said that job search itself is like a job, but honestly, job search is an animal all its own. You spend hours searching, applying, tracking, networking, and following up, but sometimes with minimal results, and fatigue can follow. Let me be clear, stress is a normal part of job search, but burnout is more than stress. However, understanding burnout and managing that stress is a key component to avoiding that stress turning into burnout. Today, I'm going to dig into this topic and look beyond the surface to what is really happening in burnout and look at some practical ways that you can manage job search so that you can stay productive without completely exhausting yourself and potentially ending up in burnout, and how to do this in such a way that you increase your chances of coming out on the other end of this, starting a new job without needing a vacation before you even get started. Before we dig in any further, my name is Doug, and I've helped thousands of people land jobs, navigate layoffs, and build careers that they love. Be sure to check out the link in the description where you can find out how to get a copy of my Fast Track Job Search Bootcamp and a free 7-day job search kickstart as my gift from me to you. I also offer some limited one-on-one coaching services. You can find out more information about that at my website, careeriq.biz. I'll also leave a link down in the description. We all know what stress feels like. Maybe you know this feeling very well. You've been hitting your job search so hard that you're starting to feel emotionally exhausted, maybe physically exhausted. Perhaps you feel like you just don't have the mental capacity to keep focusing on your job search, and you've maybe even become a little bit cynical about your prospects. You know, it's important to note that burnout is not just a matter of overactivity. That's what many people think that it is. And yes, activity can be draining and can be part of feeling this burnout, but burnout is more closely related to activity with feelings of denial. Burnout can come when there's something that you work so hard for that you feel that you just can't ever achieve, that it either slips through your fingers or beyond your grasp, like you're consistently being denied the fruit of your labor. When burnout shows up in job search, you can become disengaged, lose hope, and even struggle to concentrate. And if you don't manage this, eventually it can lead to you procrastinating even the smallest of tasks and cause your job search to stall out. All of these are signs that your process and your current state of job search isn't sustainable. First, let's deal with this aspect of denial. Since pressing toward a goalpost that seems to keep moving backward on you can feel like part of job search these days, we have to put things into perspective to keep our head in a good place. Of course, we all need to be reflecting on our skill set, how we're applying and carrying out our job search, and how we're keeping ourselves relevant in today's job market. That's really a given. However, at the same time, you need to step off that hamster wheel so that you can get some perspective and be more productive. You have to view your progress objectively within the framework of this really extremely competitive job market. You have to continually remind yourself of that and keep your head in a good place so that you can remain focused. If you're just caught on this hamster wheel of working so hard to find a new job and feeling repeatedly denied, it's really easy to spiral downward, to lose perspective, and then it can be very easy to get cynical and find it hard to concentrate. It's crucial that you remind yourself that the steps that you're taking in job search do matter, that there is light ahead, even if it seems dim, and you will get there one step at a time. Second, starting with or adjusting to a place of clarity is really important. You have to have a plan and know what you're after so you can track your progress. Job search is more than just opening up a job board, looking for something that seems to fit, and then clicking apply, then rinse and repeat. Unorganized, sporadic activity, or in other words, just being really busy doing stuff, but there's no plan, no process, no focus, can lead to very minimal results. I do have some resources in the description below that can help you get a plan in place, but suffice to say, you need to know the parameters of what you can and should be targeting and have strategies on how to target those roles efficiently. Make sure that your application documents, your resume, your cover letter are not just good, but great. Create target lists of companies and roles that you're after and put a plan in place of how you'll network effectively, follow up, and be prepared when the opportunity to interview comes. A plan helps you avoid panic applying. Strategy is much more productive than just throwing things at the wall with little thought, just hoping that something will stick. Also, applying for jobs randomly or jobs that you don't necessarily want can lead to discouragement. It can multiply rejection letters because there was little focus in the application, or you may not have even been a real match for that particular position. Let's be honest. It can feel less stressful to just click easy apply to a dozen or 2 dozen jobs a day, but honestly, the likelihood that that will pay off is very low. And what does that do? Since it will most likely not produce anything good, it feeds that core component of burnout, which is tons of activity and work with little or no good results, which leaves you feeling deprived. Set realistic goals for yourself of quality activity that you can accomplish in a day or a week, and do that. Don't try to construct a whole building in a day. This way, you know exactly what enough looks like, and when you hit your targets, you can stop for the day without guilt. And while we're on that topic, set up boundaries of your time and the messages you may be internalizing. Let's talk about the messages that we sometimes internalize first. What do I mean by that? Well, if we get caught up in wasting time and energy on worrying about and wondering about companies that haven't responded to us or have rejected us, it's a waste of time. If we've done everything that we can do to get in front of them and be viewed, such as applying strategically, considering ATS, networking, messaging, then why waste our time and our precious job search energy on someone who's decided they don't want us? Decide to shift your attention, your focus, your energy on sourcing and locating the company that will want you. And now let's talk about boundaries on your time. Before you're forced to rest because you begin to shut down, take time to rest and refocus. Get out for a walk, spend some time with people that fill your tank, exercise, do something fun. And while you're at it, I know that times can be tough, but you have to take time to remind yourself of what you have to be grateful for. You may say, grateful? I lost my job. But you did wake up this morning and you do have the gift of another day to make it happen. You likely have other people and things in your life that you can be grateful for. Use that to gain perspective. It will help to carry you through. While you're here, drop a comment down below and tell me what steps that you've taken to keep yourself balanced and avoid burnout in your job search. I'd love to hear from you. If you've found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you want a step-by-step system to help you navigate your job search, check out my Fast Track Job Search Bootcamp. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll also leave a link to my 7-day job search kickstart. It's my free gift from me to you. Hey, thanks for watching. Until next time.